Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I just want to take the time and say Happy New Year to you all. I hope 2026 is going to be a good one. Today I have a crazy exercise that I want everybody to try. We are going to be drawing with two hands. Yes, so this scribble that I have up here, this weird creature, which is kind of a warm-up. So if you've never done this before, get your pencil out. We all have a lead hand, so I'm going to be using my right hand, and I haven't really drawn much over the years with my left hand, but I've practiced this enough to know that I can probably get the same amount of pressure with my left hand and my right, so it might look a little wonky, but I want you guys to try this out too. Without further ado, let's jump into it. So we're going to do a ground plane. Okay, so I'm just going to do it with my left. All right, so we're just going to take a little stab at it, and don't really worry about symmetry. Instead, I want you guys to compile some weird lines together, like this. All right, and then once you do that, take a step back and be like, what the heck did I just draw? So start pulling shapes out, just like my other thumbnail tutorials where we pull shapes out. The darker lines that we unintentionally put in there could be places of shadow. But instead of shading with one hand, we're going to shade with two. I don't know how this is going to go, but let's test it. Oh, this feels really weird. All right, so this might be an epic failure, but well, that's not bad. Okay, so it kind of looks like the front end of a beetle. Let's just keep going. So for the legs, I'm just going to put one in the back, one in the front, maybe two on the side here. Since it's mutated, it's not going to have, like 8 legs like a spider or anything. And we're just going to put some in the back. And right away doing this, I've noticed that I'm getting textures that I normally don't have just with my right hand because I'm right-handed. Now, whenever I give the lessons of thumbnail sketching, it's good to do them in 2 to 3 minutes. So let's just write that down real quick. Oh, by the way, the sketchbook is tilted more than my other videos because the tripod for my camera, I have to position it so I can comfortably add both of these hands on the page. So it'll be one of the few videos that I do that. But 2 to 3 minutes per thumbnail. And you can take this as far as you want, or you can keep going. Now, let's see what happens when I do something a little larger. So let's just move up here. Hope you guys are having fun too, because this is pretty crazy. All right, so let me, oh man. All right, so let's just put some lines together. It's weird. I've trained myself to draw all these years with my right hand, so I know when to press, when to release the pressure. So I'm trying to tell my left hand to do the same thing, and it's kind of working, but not really. Okay. So now we have what appears to be a cocoon, and then it looks like a tail coming off. So maybe there's like a tree or some kind of rock face right here. We'll just kind of continue this. All right, and then these could be wings. So we'll put the wings out here. All right, now, so in my previous lessons, you know that the underlying sections of thumbnails typically should get darker to show where shadow is located without you spending too much time actually shading in the shadows. Okay, so you can make them dark right here. Now I'm not going to do typical legs. Instead, I'm just going to put some dark marks right here. Maybe there's a weird fungal attachment. Kind of looks like a slug, doesn't it? Okay, I need to stop right there. So I'm just going to do let's just say it's a rock face. I'm just going to do the rock face right here. Okay, let's see if there's anything cool that I can pull out of this. It's a pretty rounded torso. I guess the head is right here. And then very strange legs. See, it's not really a cocoon anymore, or is it? Maybe those aren't legs. Maybe those are kind of attachment points. And they attach to the tree or rock face, whichever one. All right, comment below if you're getting super frustrated with this or if you want to keep going, because I'm having a lot of fun with this. I think I'm learning a lot too. If I go slower, I actually have a little bit of control with my left hand. Huh. Now I don't know about shading in different directions. I'm not used to that. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to use my right hand. Take care of that quickly. There we go. Okay. So it's pretty gross, right? Now the wing, we can do a couple things here. Try to shade with, yeah, that's not working. Okay, that's not working. So we're just going to outline it a little bit. Coming out of the back. No antennas or anything. Well, it started as a cocoon, but it now looks like it's erupting into a butterfly thing. Pretty cool. The other thing I wanted to mention is if you guys want to dive deeper into creature design, I do run a Patreon, so check the link in the description below. I'm really excited about it. I started it back in August, and it's just been such a blast going into client work and you know, the inner workings of anatomy and stuff. And our live streams have now been switched over for Tier 3, so I'll be making that exclusive to my upcoming Kickstarter projects, my book projects that I have. So the live streams will be the artwork meant for that only. So it's very, very niche, very exclusive. So check that out. Okay, I'm done with that. Let's jump into the next one. Let's make something weird, huh? Well, I've been doing a lot of weird stuff, but let's see what we can do if we make something oval-like, like circles. I wonder what that'll be. Huh. Not bad. What do you guys think this is? Kind of looks like the belly of a tardigrade. You know, you guys know the water bear. So we'll do that. The cool thing about this method is that even with thumbnailing, you know, you're thinking outside the box, but you're doing it even more by drawing with the hand that you're not dominant with. So the lines coming out, you're at the mercy of hoping for the best and like seeing what's going to happen. I think that's the fun part. So the left hand can be for the little shapes right there, and I'll just do the top real quick. There we go. Kind of like a mohawk. It's like a mutated tardigrade chicken. Pretty wild. Okay, so now that we had a warm-up session with a couple of these, let's slow it down a little bit and try to get a little bit more control over our markings. Now, I'm using 4B from Faber-Castell, and it doesn't matter what brand you're using. Just be sure that whatever brand you use, it's something that you're comfortable with and that you have practiced with enough to know if, like, the pencil strokes, the way the graphite spreads on the paper, etc., that it's right for you. Because a lot of times these brands have different types of pencils. Like a 2B is different for Derwent than it is for Faber-Castell, and ebony is different than Prismacolor, so you never know. Okay, this is the ground plane. So what I'm going to do is just very slowly start making some rounded, kind of bulbous shapes, and I'm just going to follow what I've been doing with the right-handed, or I'm just going to follow what I draw with my right hand. I'll try really hard to, at least. I'll be adding some shapes over there. Now this creature is going to be rounded on purpose. One, it's easier for me to do when we're doing two hands, but also I tend to do a lot of sharp shapes. You know, it kind of reminds me of a turtle. Maybe let's make it a little turtle, huh? But not from Earth. Just like another space turtle or something. Something weird. Maybe it has some extra amphibious legs in the back. Maybe there's some like 2 or 3 tails in the back. But everything is super light right now. And the reason that is because you want to keep things light so you can build on top of it. There you go. It's weird. When I do this movement, I almost feel like I'm combing hair or something. It's weird. If you're just watching and you haven't drawn anything yet, get your sketchbook out and try that. Just try like going one over the other. It's almost like you're raking something. Very, very weird sensation. All right, so now it looks like this should be the head. Let's darken that just a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is like a big mouth slit. This is the chin. Okay, this is the head, and then this is what appears to be a shell. So under the neck, I have two smaller legs coming out. So I'm just going to take my time and make sure those are, the shapes of them at least come out so we know what they are. There we go. Okay, and then this one is like the bigger leg. So let's take advantage of my right hand here. I'll just do that quickly. Put in some shadows inside, maybe where the shell separates from the leg. Okay, and then make it dark. Okay, there we go. Not bad. Okay, so I'm going to put the eyeball in with the left hand. Just a small little black dot. There's the cheek, and there's the jaw right here. So I'm not going to put too much shadow inside that mouth. It's not really a turtle. Like there's no beak. It's kind of just a big rounded head. Maybe the nose can be hardened. Maybe there's a horn on the nose. Okay, so instead of a pointed beak, there's a horn on the nose. Put in some shading under there, right under the neck. All right, and then what I'm doing is I'm adding in some darker lines right where the legs would be touching the ground. It's a cool grounded effect. I do that a lot with my creatures. Put the belly in here. So the belly is pretty much scraping against the ground, so it looks like the back legs are going to have to be spread out a little bit. Okay, so this needs to be, oops, this needs to be dark. There we go. Okay, put some shadow in under there. And we'll put the darkness of the flooring against the ground. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Hopefully you guys are having fun with this. It's such a fun experiment. I might do more of this on my channel. We've never done this before on here, so you know, since it's the new year, I just want to try experimenting with different ways that we can create creatures and have fun with it. There we go. Okay. So comment below and let me know if you have some New Year's resolutions for your art. What are your big goals this year? What are your aspirations? Anybody trying to get a job? Anybody just wanting to get better at art? Are you interviewing now? I've had some people message me saying they're right in the middle of an interview, which is awesome. Well, interviewing. But, you know, maybe there's like a company you really want to work for. Are you trying to start your online portfolio for the first time? Like, there's so many cool things. Let me know what you're doing. Okay, I'll shade that little leg right there. There we go. Okay, you know, I probably could put in some toenails. And maybe some indications of tendons and muscles. Right inside there, that would be cool. So the shell right here it does have a shadow, but there's not a lot of detail going in to these drawings in general, but especially towards the back of the creature, I don't really need to. There we go. Okay. So one thing that I mentioned to all my patrons is I haven't gone live on my YouTube channel in several years. So what I'm going to be doing is keeping the Tier 3 live sessions for my Patreon exclusive for my secretive personal projects that I have going on. There's 2 of them. And if you pledge to that, you get a say-so and you get to watch me in real time do the creature work for that stuff. But for the YouTube, I will be going live probably this week. And I want to make it a thing, okay? I haven't done it in a while. I love doing it in the past. It was a lot of fun. And we're just going to be drawing. We're just going to be doodling, having fun. I'll answer questions. You know, we'll just have a good time. So comment below if you're excited about that, and also let me know what you guys want me to do during the YouTube live sessions. I don't know what day that those are going to take place on yet. Probably Wednesdays. Probably. I post my long forms on Tuesdays and Mondays and Thursdays, and every other days for shorts. I'm trying to find the best day to go live and the best times, but I'll make an announcement of that in the public post. Definitely getting some very strange details in here. So much fun. There we go. Okay, so that part's a little dark right there. Good. Okay, I feel like a chef. I'm just like cooking up something. It's crazy. Okay, guys, so this was a fun little experiment today. You know, we warmed up and we experimented. We just let our imaginations go, which is what I want all of you to do. And then down here, together with two hands, we sketched a strange horned shelled turtle thing. Okay, what would you name this fella? Okay, name. Let's put name, question mark. Comment below. All right, thanks everybody for watching me doodle this. Hopefully you came out with something awesome too. And until next time, peace.